All right, we are live. Hello, everybody. My name is Rich Guzman, and welcome to this brand new live. Got some great information for you this evening. Make sure that you tag everybody out because this is going to change your life. It's all about transformation, guys, and we're going to get into it tonight because there are some things you must understand when it comes for you being an entrepreneur. And if you want to succeed, pay close attention to what I'm sharing with you this evening because it's going to change everything about you being an entrepreneur. You see, you might be doing these things we're going to be talking about tonight, and you might not even know it, but this could be really hurting you. And let's address this evening so that way you could be aware of it, and more importantly, take action on it, and then change your mindset. Okay. All right, let me find out who we got over here on the chat. Let's see. Let's see. I think it's Tracy Lee. Other people are hopping on right now too. Give a couple more minutes. So let's get started, guys. I want you to really realize that, when we actually have success, there's things that what it really takes is a few good habits, right? Just a few good habits to really, achieve great success. However, unfortunately, you have a lot of bad habits, and we got to really, address that and be really vulnerable today, and eliminate all the things that are holding you back, like starting tonight. Okay. Let me find here. We got, hey, oh, Melanie, how you doing, dear? Nice to see you. Okay. All right, let me just make sure this is on the page where I need to be over here. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Beautiful, beautiful. All right. So, what are the bad habits entrepreneurs should avoid? And let's get into it. So, first of all, most people, I should say the people that are struggling in their business and not having any success, okay, one of the things is they like to criticize everything. Are you that type of person that likes to criticize everything around you? If something's not working, are you criticizing it? Are you criticizing this? Are you criticizing that? These are one of the first things you should be thinking about. If you're criticizing something, that's really a habit that you should avoid as an entrepreneur. Because this is one of the things that will hold you back from success. Next thing I want to talk about is, and this is a big one, guys, holding a grudge. You hold a grudge very easily. Do you have trouble letting go? One of the things is if you're holding a grudge and you don't know how to let go, you're holding on to something that is not letting you be free. And as an entrepreneur, we're freedom thinkers. And we want to be able to think that so freely that we get that creative side and we get this creative juices flowing that we start to create magnificent results because of our ideas and our creativity. But if you're holding a grudge and you're having trouble letting go, that's going to hold you back. That's also going to hold you back. All right. Now, another thing I want to talk about is, do you watch TV every day? A lot of people that are unsuccessful and they have these bad habits watch TV every single day. They get caught up in so much of someone else's lives that they forget about their own because it's painful. They have that painful thoughts inside of them because they're thinking like, well, my life sucks, so I'm going to go watch somebody else's who's a lot better. And then they never do anything about it. And this is why they'll watch TV every single day to avoid their own reality. And unfortunately, if you don't really focus on your reality, your own life, how you expect to change it? You have to stop thinking about everybody else's life and start thinking about yours. And think about, how can I change my life and make it better? Because TV is going to numb your brain. It's going to numb your thoughts. It's going to put you into a whole fairy tale land of someone else's life to make yourself feel better because you want to avoid your own. I know it's painful. I know it hurts, but we're being vulnerable tonight, right? We have to be honest with ourselves to let go of all these things that are holding you back. The other thing is fear of change. By nature, human beings don't like change, but successful people like change, right? But unfortunately, the people that are unsuccessful, they fear change so bad. They don't want to change anything. They'd rather keep things the same and not really expect a great result, because if they're thinking the same thing over and over, it's a definition of insanity. And they want things to change in their lives, but they don't change. And if they try to change, it doesn't work for them because they fear it. They fear it, and they keep going back and forth. It's a vicious cycle. Now, I want you to think about this. Are you that type of person that when something comes upon your doorstep and you have the decision to make, are you the type of person that is just going to go for it? Or are you going to avoid it? You see, something I heard from Will Smith. He said, on the other side of fear is bliss. You must remain uncomfortable and stay uncomfortable to expect change to be better for you. If you just avoid this in its entirety, you're never going to know what's waiting for you on the other side. So don't be afraid of change. And don't be fearful of what's possible around the corner, because this could dramatically change your life and you'll be able to achieve greatness because you are great. Don't let this hold you back, right? The next thing I want to talk about is you expect things just by doing things just by the seat of your pants. You're guessing at things. You're not really putting things into practice, and you're not really planning, and you're not setting the goals up, right? So you're just going by the seat of your pants. And you're just guessing along your way, right? And you think that that's the way to achieve the result when the answers are right in front of you if you really pay attention. When you study something and you implement something and you keep practicing at that and you keep getting better and better and better. Or are you avoiding the inevitable? Think about that, okay? The other thing is, people like to say that they know it all, right? If you are that type of person that you think you know it all, you are hurting yourself and your business. And more importantly, you're hurting yourself as an entrepreneur. Myself, I never say I know it all, because there's always something else new to learn and to grow. We are students of being an entrepreneur. We are students of being a human being. And always remain a student of life, because it can teach you valuable lessons if you're open to it. Eliminate that factor. If you're that type of person that thinks you know it all, that's only going to hurt you in a very big way. Always remain a student and continue to achieve greatness. Now, do you like to blame other people for your own failures? Let's talk about that one. Whenever things don't go your way, isn't it easier to blame someone else or some other thing instead of looking directly at yourself and saying, you know what? I'm responsible for that failure. I'm the one that should change my habits so I can eliminate the failures of the past. In order for you to grow as an entrepreneur, in order for you to achieve success, achieve greatness, because that's exactly what you want, you have to eliminate that feeling. Because that feeling is keeping you stuck over and over and over again, thinking that it's that person's fault. Well, no, that is someone else's fault. No, that course is not right. You know what I do when I see something that I don't like, or something is wrong? If I see something that I don't like or I don't agree with, and I feel it could be better, what I'll do is I'll take the information and I'll say, okay, I learned something new from that, but I know it could be better. What can I do to take that and change it around and make it even better and fill the holes in that problem? You see, you got to stop blaming other things, and you have to stop blaming other people and start looking deep inside yourself and say, I need to stop thinking this way. I need to take full responsibility and say, what can I do to be great? What can I do to achieve greatness? What can I do to change these nasty habits that are holding me back? Another thing is people that are angry. The majority of them are unsuccessful because they're angry all the time. And with anger comes being pessimistic, negative. I don't know about you, but I don't like being around pessimistic people. I don't like being around angry people. That just drives me freaking insane, right? I just can't, right? It's just such a bad, dark energy that I just rather not be around. I'd rather be around optimistic people. I'd rather be around people that have goals and dreams and desires. How can I lift that person up? Why does someone have to be so dark and pessimistic and angry and miserable? And they wonder why they're unsuccessful. Because they're upset at themselves and they can't be honest with themselves and think about, like, what can I do to change these thoughts? How can I become optimistic instead of pessimistic and be angry all the time and be just freaking miserable? I have news for you. If you're like this, you're going to die. All of us are going to die. We are all not going to get out of this life alive. So no, why not go through this journey, enjoy life with a bang, and be optimistic about things, even when things seem dark, even when things don't seem like they're going in your favor? What can you do to turn it around and be optimistic and attract more abundance in your life? Because people don't want to be around people who are angry and pessimistic. They want to be around people who are optimistic, who are going places. Those are the type of people that people want to follow. You got to let go of that anger and being pessimistic and thinking negative, because that's all you're going to attract in your life, and nothing is ever going to change. But I guarantee you, if you listen to me tonight and you've been that type of person that's been angry at a lot of things and you've been thinking pessimistic, start changing that now. It starts now. Then your life will start transforming. You start attracting great things in your life. You start seeing things in a whole new light with a whole new perspective. I've learned this over the years. And my life has changed in such great ways. It's just unimaginable. And I'm blessed for that, because I've got mentorship from great successful people who taught me this. And I share this with you. Now, the other thing is they operate from a transactional perspective. Now, what I mean by that, they always think about the money. Yes, I know we are in business. We must make a profit. But becoming an entrepreneur is about solving problems. Becoming an entrepreneur is all about what can we do to solve the problems that people are facing, and how can we make it simple for them to understand, to lift them up so they can grow day by day. Take that step up that mountain step by step by step, right? This is what entrepreneurs do. They bring that hand down and they lift them up. Are you doing that? Are you thinking about that? Or are you thinking about, how can I make money? Yes, I know you got to make money, but you can't think that from that perspective. You have to think about it from a servant's point of view. Like, how am I serving the marketplace? How am I adding value to the marketplace? How am I connecting in a way that I'm having a conversation and not just talking? How can I touch someone else's life with my message today? How can I do that? This is very powerful with what I'm sharing with you. Because once you change your life and your perspective, and you start understanding all these nasty habits that are making you unsuccessful, you're going to have an awakening. And you're going to say, no wonder no wonder why I've been failing. No wonder why I've been struggling. I've been looking at my business and myself being an entrepreneur in the wrong way. And you may not want to hear this, but you must hear it. Because once you understand this and once you put it into practice and you become aware and you start taking action and you start being more optimistic, now you start understanding how to be a true entrepreneur and how to bring service by the value that you give to the marketplace. That's when you're going to start achieving success. That's when you're going to start attracting abundance. Because you are capable. You just have to realize from this perspective of these habits that are holding you back. All right? So guys, with that being said, my name is Rich Guzman. I want to thank you so much for watching this live, and I will see you on a new live very soon. Take care, guys.